Question 2, straightforward, calculate final materiality. So I need to go and find figures and then justify the figures that I want to use, justify the benchmark that I want to use, apply a range, and conclude for 5 marks. So let's go straight into the financials. I've been given the consolidated statement of financial position. So I haven't got any income generated items. So I'm going to have to use benchmarks that are reflected in the statement of financial position. Before I go into there, let's choose my figures. So I've got current year and I've got the prior year. Current year is for the full year. This is what I've audited. This is what I'm expressing an opinion on. And so these are the most accurate to what I'm going to be expressing an opinion on. So I'm going to choose current. Let's put that down immediately. Doing question 2, and I'm going to state the current year figures have been provided, and these are the figures that we are expressing an opinion on. And therefore we will use the current year. And now I get to my benchmarks. Benchmarks, I can use total assets, total equity, and total liabilities. We generally focus on assets and equity. So what do I see here, guys? Look at total assets. It's huge. It's consistent. Look at equity, small. So they are asset intense. They are capital driven. So I'm going to select assets. I'm going to say there is a substantial asset base. Therefore, they are capital intense, and therefore total assets will be selected as the benchmark. Okay, you may want to add in there that it's a consistent base, so it's good to use. I now need to take the figure and apply my percentages to work out my range, and for assets it's 1% to 2%. So apply that to the 32 million. So I'm going to say my materiality range is going to be between 1 and 2% of total assets. So 32,344 times 1% is 32,340, and then times that by 2%, $646,880. So that's my range. And I need to consider the risks. I'm going to say there's a high risk as a result of the going concern issues and the audit findings. Therefore, we will go with a conservative materiality, which means I want to go with the lower range. So I'm going to choose 323440 as materiality. And I move on.